Hey guys, Arena Stories here, and today I wanted to make a video talking about what might be the best ruins for rogues in Phase 4. Now guys, I just wanted to state that this is not the new data mined ruins. This is personally what I am thinking would be the best ruins for rogues in Phase 4 in terms of keeping SOD fun for rogues. Again, these are not data mined ruins. Blizzard has not announced anything about the new ruins, and when they do, the millisecond it comes out guys, I will update you and make a video on it. This video is specifically just talking about what I think personally might be the best ruins for rogues in Phase 4. First off guys, we have Cloaks of Shadows of course. Now, I really do believe rogues deserve Cloaks of Shadows in Phase 4. Now the reason why guys is because rogues have no other way of resetting when they fight classes like Shadow Priests, Mages, Warlocks, Boomkin Druids, Elemental Shamans, and it is basically impossible for them to do anything in terms of resetting and coming back in. They are forced to just fight the second you have a dot on you. And I'm sure if you do play a rogue and you've been dotted by a Shadow Priest, you are most likely going to die before the fight even begins. So even if you do kill the Shadow Priest, you are most likely going to die as well. I also do believe that having Cloaks of Shadows is overpowered in SOD for rogues. I will admit that guys, as a rogue main, I do believe if Blizzard does nerf it in a way that makes it fair for everybody. Now, what do I mean by that guys? So if you guys read closely on Cloak of Shadows, it says it makes you immune for 5 seconds and removes all existing debuffs that you have like curses and poisons. Now, I have two solutions towards this guys. The first solution being is remove the 5-second immunity and add a GCD to Cloaks of Shadows. So when you do pop Cloaks of Shadows, it removes the existing debuffs and roots that you have currently, and you do not get a 5-second immunity. Instead, it'll just remove the debuffs you have currently on you, and the Warlock or a Shadow Priest can just reapply the dots on you the second your GCD is over. Now, why do I think this is fair guys? It is because Rogue's damage is already insanely broken for PvP. I believe Cloak of Shadow should be used as a means of resetting and getting away. It shouldn't be used as a magical bubble in order for rogues to just jump on someone and pump them. Again, I am not being biased, I'm being 100% fair here guys to every class, which is why I think it is best if they do nerf Cloaks of Shadows, but I still do believe rogues deserve Cloaks of Shadows. Now the next one guys is going to be Killing Spree. Now why do I think Killing Spree is an amazing idea? Of course, I do not believe it should be a one-shot ability. That would be insanely broken and unfair to anyone else. I believe it should cost at least 30 energy to use, and it should be stoppable. So spells like Blind, Sheep, Fear can easily negate the effect of Killing Spree and stop you. But I think it is an amazing addition for rogues in Season of Discovery if Blizzard added it, because it will also force rogues to play Sword Spec. Since the last 2 to 3 phases, rogues have just been using Mutilate, and it can get quite dull for most people and make them stop playing rogue. So I do believe that we do need a change in terms of our playstyle to keep things interesting guys. If we keep on just using daggers, mutilate, ambush, and backstab, things will get dull pretty fast and the content will get dry, which can ultimately lead people to stop playing Season of Discovery. And I wouldn't think that Killing Spree would be an insane suggestion. Reason why guys, Shadow Priests have clones, they have Disperse, Warlocks have Metamorphosis, so I wouldn't take out Killing Spree as an absurd idea, and it'll keep the game entertaining and fun. The next one guys is Cloaked in Shadows. So why do I think this is fair as well and an interesting rune to add for Phase 4? If Blizzard does not come out with Cloaks of Shadows, we are going to need a substitute, but I really do believe that adding Cloaks of Shadows and Cloaked in Shadows is a fair assessment, again because rogues have absolutely nothing to get away when they do get bled or dotted. So for example, if a warrior is attacking you and he rends you, which is a 12-second bleed, rogue cannot re-stealth, he cannot vanish, there's absolutely nothing you can do, you are forced to fight. And if they add this rune, by using vanish for 6 seconds, you will gain a bubble, which is equal to 30% of your total HP, which I really do think is fair guys. So the rogue won't be able to stay in stealth forever, but he also does have a chance to reset and come back in. So if you are, for example, in a 1v2 situation versus like a warrior or rogue, if you do get bled or you have a poison on you, once you kill one of the targets, you can vanish and semi-recover, regaining your energy and then open on the second target. And I think this is a fair rune to add for rogues and an interesting one. The next one guys is going to be Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb is quite interesting. It is a kata ability that rogues have, basically throwing down a smoke bomb covering you in a cloud of thick smoke for 8 yards. So if a mage is trying to cast something on a rogue or a boomkin or a warlock or a hunter, they will not be able to do so for 5 seconds. Now, why do I think this is fair as well? Because, for example, if you are fighting a mage and the rogue does not have sprint or vanish, they can use this as a substitute for a chance to escape or avoid being sheeped or slowed. And this doesn't mean the rogue is completely immune, guys. The mage can just use blizzard, or if you're fighting a hunter, the hunter can use flare on your location in order for you not to re-stealth. A warlock can just send his pet or use rain fire on you. You are not completely immune, which is why I do think smoke bomb would be interesting and a fair suggestion. The next one is going to be roll the bones. Now, I think they should add roll the bones and make it cost at least 10 energy. Now, what are some of the benefits I think it should be? One of them should be at least 30% energy regeneration increased. Another would be increasing our critical strike damage. The third would be resetting possible roll cooldowns like vanish. It is basically rolling the dice and getting lucky. Again, these are just suggestions, guys. This is not going to happen in the game. I just wanted to reiterate that this is not data mined information. Blizzard did not announce anything. And when they do announce something, I will make a video on it on the spot for you guys. Again, this is just my perspective and what I think would keep the game interesting for most players. And the last one is a little bit biased, guys, since I do play rogue, but I think it would be extremely interesting, is Without a Trace, which basically would be a rune that gives a rogue an additional vanish charge. And I do believe that adding these new runes would not only be fair, but keep the game extremely interesting and people interested in phase 4. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to share my thoughts and perspective on what could possibly be interesting. I don't know, Blizzard might watch this and, you know, get an idea. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.